Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our Ask Mamelo episode 12 entitled My Latest Ganap. Senior Citizen Assembly, DSWD Sustainable Livelihood Enhanced Partnership Against Poverty and Hunger Training Program, and about the barangay election. It's been a while since my last live. Yes, I miss you. Did you miss me? I want to share to you what I had been up for the last month of August. At the same time, I also would like to recognize our partners for the success of our activities. My first ganap is the 2-day activity for Senior Citizen Chapter 2 of Barangay Castillo. Last August 24, we have health and wellness for senior citizens. We have assisted more than 100, including those assisted with dental, oral hygiene kit for senior citizens, kids, and adults, and non-members of our organization. In Barangay Castillo, the resource person for the activity was Manuel Cordenillo regarding stress management through energy awareness, meditation and prayers, food safety preparation by Maria Visminda Ivasco. We would like to thank MCKS Caring Heart Foundation for the medicines, Pranic Healing Foundation for the dental care kit, Mindanao Pranic Healing Center for the volunteer nurse and healer. We are grateful for the City Health Office for providing doctors and nutritionists during the event, including our barangay health workers and barangay nurse. So it was really a special day, and also they came back to August 25 to continue to serve those patients asking for help or check-up and for medicine prescriptions, because there was already a cut-off because we started in the afternoon. So the following day, Dr. Safra came over. Thank you kaayo, Dr. Safra, for coming over. Okay, then we also have a very good day, no? Of course, our city mayor's office for the Lugaw. For 3 series of sessions, there was a good feeding. And I come to learn that we should advocate for Lalugaw or Arroz Caldo because it also helps pala prevent dementia. So dapat lugaw is part of the diet of the senior citizen. Then SM Cares, for the bottled water. Special thanks to Barangay Castillo for providing the nurse, health workers, and of course, shout out to our MC Marimar Abayata, our senior citizen Agdao district in charge for the senior citizen from the City Social Welfare and Development Office. Then on August 25 morning, we have fun and games, and we have mental and physical exercises. This includes our Zumba competition, and congratulations to our winners. The Office of Councilor Javi Garcia Campos, the third, provided free popcorn. And the City Mayor's Office for the Lugaw. Shout out to our instructor and on the spot MC Amore Hechanova. Thank you, Miss Amore. And then also, we have really very exciting. Meanwhile, in the afternoon is our assembly. So aside from our regular assembly, the President's report, Treasurer's report, Auditor's report, and accomplishment report, we have resource speakers from Hope Kababainhan, Ms. Hope Fernandez Mendoza, and Family Planning Organization of the Philippines, Hermenegilda Escalante. The topic revolves around Bawal Bastos Law and reproductive health. Indeed, let us continue to create safe space for everybody, especially for the senior citizens. Thank you very much, the Office of Councilors, Ryan Alejandre, Marissa Abella, and Jonard Dayap for providing the resources, services during the event. Salamat to our generous sponsors for our food and drinks, including the raffle. Thank you very much. And we are truly grateful to Barangay Council, headed by PB Richard Salas, for their consistent support. And also would like to thank Kagawad Katuran, Agustin Katuran. Then also shout out to our MC, Hosanna Gloria. Thank you kay Hosanna. And there was a touching moment during that time because the eldest members of our community we rendered songs, and then we also give them flowers. And then with this music, If We Hold On Together. And our theme song for the senior citizen is Forever Young. No, okay, so last but not the least, thank you to senior citizen chapter 2 officers, area coordinators, and volunteers who had been really working out, giving their volunteer time and effort, their talents, and their resources. Ask Mamelu is also available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe. Thank you, Elon Trazo, Merly Piranday, Ivy Ariola, watching me in YouTube. For my second ganap, unsa man daw ning ganap be? What is ganap? No, something very fulfilling and very enriching experience is how we describe ganap. Ganap is a Tagalog word. Then our series of seminars for the DSWD Sustainable Livelihood Program enhanced partnership against poverty and hunger beneficiaries in the Island Garden City of Samar. So August 18, we have Gender and Development, Responsible Parenthood in Barangay Kawa Government Court with speaker from FPOP, Ma'am Hermenegilda Escalante, and from the City Health Office, and including the population officer and also the nutritionist. Then on August 19, held at Philippine Human Resource Development Center. It is a government LGU facility training center with speaker Hope Kababainhan, Hope Fernandez Mendoza, and we have also local resource persons from our community associations. Then we would like to thank also on August 29 held the same in PHRDC with speaker Angel Chua on basic bookkeeping and records management, and we have also testimonial sharing from the group of Arlene Flores and also from the group of TAMBO Malambuon SLP Livelihood Community Association, which has been operating for the last 7 months, and they are very happy that with the proper system and installing also what has been taught to them, and of course with proper leadership and accountability, their business is making progress, and they are now being prepared to be the supplier of the feeding program for Barangay Tambo Daycare Center. Then also on August 30 to 31, we have climate change adaptation and mitigation through gardening or home farming and container gardening with our speaker, Carlito E. Chavez, our former co-worker from PCUP assigned in Region 10. And also we have been given a good support from the City Agri Office, Miss Joy, and also Miss Joy Francis, Miss Joy. So thank you very much, City Housing, for the support, and also the City Agri for the partnership. And also in a very random interaction with the participants, because for this particular community are all women who have qualified from the SWD. Are issues at the household, personal, or family relations which are anchored or grounded on issues, major issues on gender-based violence. So we would be making an interagency coordination. I have initiated with CSWDO, with Ma'am Riz, Ma'am Jack, the Batos Baban of the City Social Welfare, that we really have to make deeper on the social preparation activities, because for the success of this project, these issues has to be first attended to. And then also on the nutrition, it has been observed that some of the members also are suffering some adult malnutrition. So the city health nutritionist assured that she will come back to check on the situation. And then on gender-based violence, I think counseling must be afforded to these leaders, because at the very beginning there are already some issues, conflict, and that is emerging. But we know that the surface, it's only the surface of their interactions, but these women has experienced certain traumas for more than 10 years, if you can imagine that. So if we want them to cross the bridge towards livelihood, empowerment, these issues must be resolved. And I think this is very urgent criterion for us as development workers, initiators, or catalysts for this change, that we have to agree among ourselves the common intervention. And aside from that, because of the barangay election, so there seems to be some division among the community, and then we have to really make the timing, because timing is important, development is important, time is very crucial. So we have to respect this rhythm. This barangay election is often divisive, not uniting. And I think the community and the officers in that community are they are not of the same party, not of the same political groups for the barangay election. So we have to take time, and we have to introduce spirituality, self-care among them, and of course their common purpose, their directions in life. Why are they putting up this livelihood project? Not just like uh, start, and then later they would be divided. This seed capital should be able to bring forth significant change in themselves, and we are channels only of blessing. So we have to gather together. So next week, I think we are going to discuss this with Sir Sherwin, with our partners, and I was very happy because Hope and also Ma'am Hermie of FPOP, they really have affirmed that there is more of deeper issues that has to be resolved before we take off with the livelihood project. So that's it. Lastly, for my third ganap, okay, the barangay election, I need to be clear with messaging on this matter, because I also serve as the president of the Senior Citizen Chapter 2. So we have to be aware, the barangay election. So first, for everyone of us there, especially if you belong to an organization, we need to observe proper guidance with regards to having meetings. So there are already a prescribed period for the campaigning and the meetings. So that's why we have opted, just like for my case in PCUP activities, we opted to rent out facilities, not in the barangay facilities, during our series of activities, because we cannot stop also the barangay functionaries and those candidates for the forthcoming barangay election to be there, to be present. So we must be able to exercise prudence so that we would not be sending mixed signal. And then also to our senior citizen officers in Chapter 2 will run this election, they were advised. Now, as we have agreed also and discussed with the Agdao District Senior Citizen Federation, that they will take a leave of absence. And then per the ILG guidelines also, those in the barangay functionaries are advised also to resign, to really tender their resignation, to follow the guidelines. So the barangay election is really a very significant. For the longest time, we would be able to practice. Don't you know that the governance, even in the past governance before the Second World War, are the Kapitan del Barrio are really those responsible. So that's why the other thing that I really enjoy the senior citizens in our group, and even the urban, for that we must be able to observe those who are pro development, that will protect the interests of the people in terms of safety, environment, and also the women, the children, the marginalized groups, and having the track record of utilizing to the maximum benefit of the resources in the barangay, because it is very important, because when the resources are properly given, then nobody will be left out and services will be available. So that's why I asked them, I hope, for the senior citizens and the matured ones, that we should not participate in the buying and some organizing and smear campaign during this barangay election. We should be an example to make the right information, and to be observant also of these leaders who would be running for the barangay elections, because they are really, really important. Because there are some good persons, but they are not used to make drinking, allowing drinking, gambling. Then these ordinary people would like to vote for them, because they would tolerate drinking, gambling, and whatever, some activities which are not really good, for the person and for the community. So let us pray. I told them we have organized a prayer group at Unity Prayer at 7 for the peaceful, honest, and clear election. And I really called on my members and officers of the Senior Citizen Chapter 2 that I hope you will not be part of this not so good practice during election. at the lowest level. I was just amazed in other areas. I don't know in our area. I still have to find out the amount of money being spent in barangay election. But for us, we had been given a give chance, no, as mature persons or professionals. So we hope not to participate in really these activities because, God is watching us. I would always tell them, God is watching us, and if you want to be entitled to good life, good health, I think we have to be engaged in good living, good practice, and then we also really have to pray. That's why I told our community that we have to pray that we would be entitled, karmically entitled to good leaders in the barangay. And that would also be a beginning of good governance, and then hope that we will hope that those majority of those who will win would really be good, honest, with moral ascendancy leaders in our community. So it's quite serious, right? No, the barangay election. But I think we really have to put on, no? So yes, that's why they were really advised to, for us in chapter 2, they were advised to take a leave of absence, and I was very happy, no? So thank you very much, Edmundo Pareño, for manifesting. He is our auditor. He worked before with the Philippine Development Insurance Corporation as CPA, and then he said yes, ma'am, because he is also a functionary in the barangay. So these are examples of leaders. So thank you, Edmundo. Anyway, we hope that whatever it is, we have also made a provision that in the event that they will win, then they would be considered resigned in our organization. But in the event that they will not be able to make it, then also they would be reinstated after the barangay election. So it's good because it will also give the organization the no vacuum of leadership, because I think 2 of our officers are running for the barangay election, and then so that the decision making also would be made. So if they are on leave, so we can also master the quorum for decision making and activities. And we're looking forward, there will be an elderly week, no? So all those senior citizens, classmates, no, there would be an elderly. You really have to participate. It's such an venue. It is time for us. There are a lot of issues that we have also to cater, and also our participation to the national senior citizen, no, National Commission on Senior Citizen. There are a lot of things that has to be done. Let us help it out, especially that we know how to do with the documents, how to do it. No, should any of my friends, this is also one thing clear, no, co-workers, etc., decide to run, please be ready. No, be psychologically ready, be physically ready, be emotionally ready, because even if that simple barangay election, it will break your heart, because even those people on the same party is your competitor. They will also make sure that they will win. So sometimes, no, the word walang iwanan, but in this practice you have to be psychologically be prepared that you have to put your stake to run, to serve, but you have also to be ready. Then rest assured, to all of you, after election, win or lose, things will be the same with us in matters of friendship, professional relationship. Good luck and God bless to each and everyone who are participating in the barangay election. And how about the others? So, that ends Ask Mamelo Episode 12, my latest ganap, Senior Citizen Assembly, DSWD SLP EPHAP, and of course, about the barangay election. So, thank you. This is your Mami Lu saying, Daghang salamat! Thank you for welcoming me to your space today. And see you next Sunday. Bye-bye!